In the last module, we talked about analyzing your content to understand what works and what doesn't. Now let's take that further to understand how to find new ideas, audiences, and ultimately help you grow. The first thing you want to think about when you are coming up with new ideas is who's your audience? Who are you trying to attract to watch your content? Then you want to think about different themes or buckets that you want to put your new ideas into. So for instance, with our channel, we have 24-hour challenge buckets, we have TikTok hacks, we have dad jokes. These are all different themes and buckets that we put our ideas into. When we initially started our YouTube channel, we didn't have buckets. We came from Vines, so we would just repost our Vines on YouTube, and then we would go into vlogs. So we would just record our daily lives and just post them. So we didn't really have a plan, and we didn't really have a number of different themes. But as our channel grew, we started to realize who our audience was, what they were expecting from us, and we started adding different themes and buckets to see what works and what doesn't work. When we're coming up with new ideas, we tend to think about 5 different things. So the first thing is, does this new idea fit into an existing bucket or theme that we already have, or does it fit into an entirely new theme? Secondly, you want to go out and look at other channels and to see what other content they're creating, because you might get inspired with some of the content that they have, and you might find that they have a similar audience to you. Now, I don't recommend you go and completely copy someone else's content, but you can be inspired to create your own content, your own flavor. Another great resource for getting ideas is the Google Keywords Planning tool. I've added a link for you to check it out in the Getting New Ideas workbook that's connected to this module. This Google Keyword tool is absolutely free, and it helps you come up with new keyword ideas to ultimately attract higher paying CPMs. Now remember, CPMs is the amount of money that advertisers are willing to pay to show their ads on your content. Another technique that we use to come up with ideas is mixing our existing content. We've created cooking videos and we've created challenge videos. We'll come up with ideas that incorporate cooking and challenge videos. So look at the content that you've created in the past to see if you can mix and match different themes to create a whole new bucket. Another great way to come up with ideas is looking at existing trends. For example, we have generated millions of views creating content around trends. When fidget spinners were a big trend, we created content around that. When slime was popular, we made a bunch of slime videos. We've generated over 100 million views on our Fortnite dance videos. So you might want to look around and see what is today's version of the slime or fidget spinner trend, and see if there's some content that you can create around that. So when you're creating new ideas, don't be afraid to take risks, but always remember who your audience is and who you're creating content for. If you actually think about it, ideas are everywhere in everyday life. Just be a sponge. Take in whatever inspiration you can get from any experience. A lot of our comedy is based on real life experiences or even TV shows that I've seen as a kid. If you're creating content for your business, what kinds of problems can you be solving, and can you create content around that? Another great way we generate ideas is just looking at the Explore page on YouTube. You might find some inspiration from something that's really popular. But one of the big techniques that I've noticed not a lot of people are doing is going incognito and searching on YouTube. And you're gonna find all kinds of incredible ideas when you do this. Just go to your browser, go into incognito mode, and search how to, and you're gonna see so many things coming up under that how to search, and that can potentially help you come up with all kinds of new ideas. It clearly shows you some of the problems that people are having, and if you're an expert at one of those problems, you can create content all around that. Another great way to generating ideas is asking your audience. Ask them questions in the comments, create polls, create community posts. You'll get all kinds of ideas from your own audience. Your audience is the best focus group because they are the most passionate viewers on your channel. Okay, so now you're starting to generate all kinds of inspiration and all kinds of ideas for your channel. How do you organize all these ideas? What I do personally is write it all down in my phone. So I just grab the Notes app on my phone and I write down every single idea that comes to my mind. Whatever idea it is, I just write it down. Even if it's in point form, just get it out of your head and put it somewhere. I have an endless list of notes and words that I put down in my phone whenever I have an idea. And then I can go back to it to better organize my thoughts and to potentially put those ideas into different themes or buckets. Now, one incredible tool that I use that is absolutely free, it's called Trello. That's where I put my ideas into more organized buckets and themes. Another great way to come up with ideas, especially when you're actually looking at what you're gonna film, is using a mind map. And if you've never used a mind map before, you basically start with a general idea and then it branches out into different ideas. So that really helps come up with new buckets and trends, and it also helps you create your videos when you actually come up with an idea and you want to start laying it out properly. And the most classic way to write down your ideas, the way Mama B likes to do it, is just writing it down in a notebook. She has hundreds and hundreds of pages of notes and ideas because as soon as she comes up with something, she just writes it down. So whether you like to create mind maps or put them into your phone or write them down physically into a notebook, all that matters is that you grab your ideas and you put them down and you start organizing your ideas. No idea is too big or too small, just write it down. So make sure you download the Getting New Ideas workbook and the Ideas Organizer that's attached to this module. And as always, if you have any questions, you can always email me or ask me questions in the Discord and I will absolutely be there to help you out. Thank you so much for watching this lesson, and I will see you in Module 6 where I teach you how to attract brands.